It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? It is not the eyes that I fear, it is the intelligence behind them. The Absolute is merely the outward form of something far more insidious. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now, I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped. But not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? The Iron Throne, a ruin from the city's dark past that could become a template for a brighter future. It is a most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of the steel watch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it. Thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
How many people are trapped within? How many lives will be lost?
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all this.
Here we go.
Thank you. What have you done for?
Time to press ahead. The battle favors the fearless. Finding my way.
Got to press on.
On the victor's path.
Let's end this.
Indeed. These boots have seen everything.
free the others. I'm too weak. I'm ready.
I speak, they burn. On my way.
Go! Run! I can make it. Thank you for what you've done for.
Help us out here. I know. Let's get a ship.
This is my time. Coming through.
To focus. Worth a try.
Don't know what hit him.
Get running, lads. We might be rid of this shite hole yet.
A chance! Quick! Let's get out of here.
One day I'll catch a break.
Two steps at a time.
Father, you're still alive. Hold on, I'm coming for you.
Keep going! Don't look back, whatever you do!
Quick! Get in there! We can make it!
Victor Victor will survive! He will!
On my way.
Destroy them, and quickly. We need to find my father.
Khonshu and Baldur are
Mazora's here. We need to get moving.
Zora. She's the one. The one who...
Freedom, finally. My deepest thanks to you.
Battle of wits. Dr. Queen 6.
This is it! Go, go, go!
Will, my pet, I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through. Mia Furia. Kneel for me. Oh, do wipe that frown off your face. This is what you wanted after all. Now, stand back and enjoy the show.
Hurry! Get away from these fish freaks!
finding my way.
On the move.
Swords meet sorcery. Striking distance.
Just a little more to go. Come on!
The submersible. You must return them. Now. It's the only way we'll survive this.
Can't slow down.
Have to keep going.
Creator. Destroyer.
darkness greets you upon exiting the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So, it seems, will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Father. Will. Gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
By every last hell, son, oh, my head!
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
I know you have questions. Please, go to our camp. You'll be safe there. We'll talk soon enough.
Ravengard answers with silence. He and Will have much to discuss.
Gods, we made it. We actually made it.
We're good to go. Say goodbye to Cap and come up the hatch when you're ready.
I want to have a word.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us. Saved us all. I thought it impossible, but you did it. We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steelwatch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. Gond smiles on me this day. Thank you.
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
I think I've had my fill of underwater misadventures. Let's get back to the surface world before any more perils seek us out.
The sooner we're back on solid ground, the better.
You were to administer Umberlee's justice. Instead, you conspire with the abomination. He who sickened the harbor with blood so black, the sea itself chokes.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberlee will swallow you whole. Your lies won't save you. Give us the abomination or be counted as his ally. Then you've made your choice. You supplicate to the ocean or you are sucked down, down, down. Wave servants, destroy them.
May you wake with your lungs full of water.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
Better take a look.
Roll in my favor. May it please, Mistra.
prevail. What fools these mortals be.
Eat this!
Of course.
True.
Take two.
Today you four. The witching hour.
Let's make this quick.
Gods! What a bloody day! I need a drink, and that, and a holiday. Thanks to you, I'll live long enough to do all three. Here. Least I can do. Now, get all these folks out of here before you get me into even more trouble.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I bet you're pleased with yourself. Saving Ravengard and making a fool out of me in a single swoop. Go on, do your gloating. You've earned it. Indeed. A bargain's a bargain. And the man who skirts a sworn pact is living on borrowed time. For now, you've tipped the scales in your favor. But all it takes is a whisper for me to tip them back. Ravengard will fall. I will strike when the Duke has the most to lose, and I have the most to gain. Clause A, Section 2. Should Soul Holder choose to abandon his patron, he is freed from his duty. His father, Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard, will be thus fated to die by an enemy's hand. A sealed pact is mightier than even Asmodeus's ruby rod. Do you think by merely saving a duke that you were ripping it through? You're such a witless little thing. Laugh in the face of the Archduchess Zariel, and she only laughs back. By all means, struggle and seethe when I come for Zariel's prize. Play the hero. Put up a fight. But don't forget who signed away his own father's life when Ravengard's finally bled.
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son, a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravengard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravengard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Well,
everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now, the Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur. An ancient epic. Ill-remembered. Dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. My father was clear. We awaken the worm and take back the city.
Will, you are more valorous than Baldur himself. May the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate. The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections. She's gone. Hells. My own family was never so true. She deserved a better fate than death, dearest Floric. May your journey to the Fugue Plain be a peaceful one. I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. I awoke in Moonrise Towers, inside one of those damnable pods. The rest, well, the rest goes without saying. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places, other days.
We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation. It's not just a tale, it's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldurin's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city. It's complicated. There's the joy of reconciliation, the relief of forgiveness, and the anxiety of new expectation. It's a flurry of emotion. I'm not sure how to make sense of it. Relief. My last 7 years have been defined by the secrets I carried. I feel light as a feather now that I've shed them. When I left the city, my father saw only a boy carrying the stench of the hells. Now, he sees the man I made of myself. Once all this is ended, once we've crushed the brain and freed the people, I could once more call Baldur's Gate home. Whether I return there, well, only time will tell.